So let's get started, guys. How to use AI effectively for coding. So I'm going to give you 6 points that you can remember while you are using AI for a coding. And once we look over them, we'll straight jump into the coding part and see how a seasoned developer or a person who is regularly using AI for coding use these tools. So I'll be sharing a bunch of tools that I'll be using, and the best part is those are free as well. So I'll share you my secrets of coding, and we can together learn. And you can also share your reviews with me. You use them, and what was your result? So let's dive into it. So the first step is treat AI like a junior developer. Yeah, there is a lot of buzz going on that the AI can replace human and stuff like that. But right now, what AI is good for is being a junior developer. So you have to make sure that you treat him like one. Second point is clear and precise task. So you have to be very clear with the task that you give to the UI. So AI itself is not that great in terms of understanding the emotions and stuff, right? So you have to give him a clear task, a clear goal, and what expected result that you want to get those tasks done. Moving on to the third, that is split the large task into the smaller subtasks. So if you give a very large task to an LLM, it may be not able to process the whole thing at once, and it may give you errors. And also, you putting in a lot of efforts to generate that whole result, and in the midway you get to know like some things are not good enough. It will be a very difficult for you to pivot back. So instead of giving a large task, split those tasks into smaller chunks and piece by piece ask the AI to generate, so that it also have a right and wrong context to the next task, next subtask he is doing, whether the previous task was a success or not. So it will be able to get a better results. The fourth point is choose the right LLM. You have to be very informed about which LLM is doing good in coding, which is giving proper results. So you have to be informed about it. You have to read articles about the AI, not just the benchmarks. You have to properly understand from the community that yeah, this AI is getting better results in terms of JavaScript coding, Python, or whatnot. So you have to make sure you are aware about that and use the right LLM to do the work. The fifth one will be recheck the generated code. So whenever you use AI to generate code and you want to use it for your applications, you always have to make sure that you recheck the code before moving forward, and then use it for your applications, of course. Okay, so the last step, that is give examples for better results. So for any human you want to tell or explain them, you give examples to them so that they will able to be a reference point for them to understand what they need to do and then do the task. Similarly for the AI, if you provide them references of any image or any kind of a reference to the article or maybe some information, it will help the AI to generate a better results and can give you a very good results in less iterations. So that these are the six fundamentals, I would say, that if you take care of, you can absolutely kill the way you do coding with AI. Okay, so the first tool that I'll be sharing is Klein. So you can go to the extensions marketplace and you can download Klein. So once you have downloaded Klein, you will see something like this. The next step is to add your API key and the API provider. So how to do that? You just have to go to the settings icon. Here you will be able to see the providers. Here is a bunch of providers: Anthropic, AWS, OpenAI, GCP, DeepSeek, Mistral, VS Code, LM APIs, and stuff not. Everything, even Olama you can use. You can use LM Studio as well. So basically, Olama or LM Studio is you can download them locally and run AI locally on your computer and use it. If you want to need that kind of tutorial, do let me know. I'll add that. But for now, what for the reference, I'm using Open Router. Uh, and with Open Router, I'm using Open Router key, and the model that I'm using is from Google Gemini 2.0 Pro, and this is a free model that I'm using. I'm getting it from Open Router for free, and I'm using it for free. It has a rate limit of 10 API calls per minute, but for the amount of workload I put in, that is fine for me. So once that is done, once I have set up these things, I can close it. And what can I do? Let's take an example. So I want to create a website, right? So I just put index.html, and in this I wanted to create a basic website. So I just go to client. So I will type make me a website in the current open index dot html file for a cheese company, something like that, something example. Okay, I just put enter. So it will make an API request, it will start exploring, and it will start typing. So cool, right? You can just sit back and see things getting coded. And once you are good, you want to save it, you will just hit save. You have permissions as well. What permissions? Edit, delete, execute command, use the browser. It has a use the browser capability, and it can also use MCP servers. So the people who are not know what is MCP, do check it out. We shared a article on MCP as well on the community. Do check that out. So I'll just save it, and once save, so let me reload. So yeah, so it created kind of a website for us. But yeah, this is cool. But if you give better, as we said, that six principle that we shared, if you give a better prompt, a clear goal, it will definitely look into that. Okay, so this is one of the tools. So once you're done with all the requirements, now you can check that the task has been completed. And it is asking if you want to open or run this in the terminal. I don't want to this in the terminal. But apart from that, other options that you have is this image icon. You can add images as a reference. As I told you, clear reference to be given to an AI. So if you want to add images as a reference, you can add it from here. If you want to add specific files, for example, this project has only one file, but usually a project has a very large amount of files. Maybe you want to share your package.json if you are a JavaScript coder, or if you want to share your requirement.txt file so that it can check whether this requirements or not. It even suggests that it wanted to check that file. But apart from that, if you want to give a clear reference, you can add those references about files, commits, terminals, problems, or maybe any kind of content. You can even paste the documentation directly. uh, you can directly paste the documentation link if you are working to for a if you're working on a new technology and you have a documentation that needs to be read through, you can ask AI to do that. So all these functionalities are there. These are crazy cool. Apart from that, it has two modes, plan and action mode. You can switch to plan mode. Plan mode is basically nothing. It will just plan the things that can be done, or how it can do be done. If you are agreeing that yeah, these plans that you have made is well and good enough, then you can just switch to act mode and it will start coding the same things that you and AI planned. So this is very cool. So if you see here, you will see the context window and the number of tokens consumed each task. So you have to make sure that you don't exceed the context window. I am using Google Gemini because it has a very large 2 million tokens context window that is very useful in terms of coding. So some of them have less, like 128K is the context window for OpenAI. So I may be little struggle because my code base is a large. So I little bit struggle with the context window, but with Gemini, I don't feel that much problems. Yeah, performance issues, definitely there is a huge gap in thinking models and non-thinking models. But open source models are great. If you know what you're doing, then it's great. And the second tool that I used is not exactly an extension, it's a code editor itself. It's made on top of VS Code. It's called Tree. So if in Tree, it's exactly the same way, but a very cool UI. Plus, it has a lot of functionality with AI, and you can do a lot of stuff with it. So we'll do the same example but with this. And the best part is with tree, and why I recommend this, it offers a very huge free tier that is very useful for students or people who are just started off with coding. So it will be very helpful. So let's get started. So I just wanted to make a page like about dot html. Okay, I just make this page and I just open it, so it has a side panel like this, something a chat builder where you can chat, or even it has an inline code editor as well, so you can do that. So what you need to do is, in this file, create me a web page with a about us section for a cheese company, something like that. I just given a random thought to it, and I'm now asking the AI to do that. So once it's said and done, it start coding. You will see the code here itself first. It will write all these things that you want, all the information. You have to give a clear goal. As I said, we have to take care of that six principle. If you are doing it for a large project, make your task smaller, small task. Each task can be executed. This is a very vague, and I am not expecting too much from this because I've just randomly asking to create a page. So anyway, it did. So once I did, I hit apply, and everything is coded for me. Now I just need to open the page. So let's see. So it did coded us for this page. So see, it's a far better result. So this is as expected because tree uses Sonnet 3.5 under the hood. So definitely it will be far better result as compared to the Gemini free version that we were using. So so yeah, this is how you can use these two tools that I have shared. These are the best free tools. So if you are struggling with getting the API key or something, do let us know on the tech community group. We'll help you with that. Even if you want, we can create videos about it. But yeah, definitely if you use these tools as a starting point, they will definitely help you, give you far better result for no cost at all. So do let me know your thoughts. If you try using this, how was your experience? Do let us know. Thank you.